Peace, y'all, and welcome back to another tea time. You already know the vibes. Divine Destiny. I'm sipping on my coffee. What are you sipping on? And if you've been here for a while, I'm just gonna say thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, super grateful for your energy, for your time, for you just showing up and just being a part of the conversation with me. Okay, connecting with me, it does not go unnoticed. My favorite thing about tea times is when spirit just like drops a phrase or a saying on my heart, and it's just like and just floats off, and I just get to go, and there are no notes, there is no like specific download, which is like those, you know, tea times are important too. But when like spirit just gives me one phrase and just like meditate on that, it just lets me like flow from my own spirit, my own being, and my own channeling in the moment. Okay, and I say all that to say that's exactly what's happening today. Okay, so today we are talking about the moth to the flame, realizing that you are the flame, baby. Light them the fuck up. Okay, you are the flame, and the more that you live in your authenticity, the more that you honor your truth, the more that you set your boundaries, right, and just really focus on maintaining your peace of mind, body, heart, spirit, and nervous system, the more that you just really ground in you, the more your light shines, right? The less energy that you are unconsciously spending on people, places, things, right? You're able to pour it into yourself. It's able to radiate through you more in more potent way, right? And with that being said, it's always gonna be a moth attracted to your flame, right? It's always gonna be some darkness attracted to the light, right? It's always gonna be a hater attracted to your greatness. Whatever way it is we need to put it right now, that is what that is, right? But spirit put it on my heart to like dive deeper into the aspect of, yes, this moth is attracted to your flame. And we know that saying, we hear it all the time, but like really feel that. You are the light, you're living in your authenticity, you're living in your truth from your highest, greatest self, in your highest, greatest purpose, right? Being your best being that you could possibly be. You naturally, that light automatically attracts opposing energies just off the strength of you being the light. Like a moth to a flame burned by the fire. What Janice say? Something about desire, I don't know. But for real, and it's like those opposing energies, those negative forces, dark forces, whatever it is you want to call it. We're gonna call it opposing energies for this, because your light, you standing in your light, you standing in your authenticity, can show up in any way, shape, or form. Which is why I said, if it's a hater to your greatness, or it's literally a moth to your flame, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're standing in, there is going to be an equal and opposite opposing energy, you know what I'm saying? That's like just trained to go to come near you. It's almost like they can't even help themselves type of attraction. It's magnetizing, it's pulling them. They just need to, they just have to. So it's so important for us as light beings, right? Us standing in our own authenticity, to have such a strong discernment and to really trust our own intuition and our inner voice, right? Not to allow people to try to gaslight you into thinking that what you feeling about them ain't what you feeling, because they didn't give you no reason to actually feel like that, even though you know in your mind, your body, your spirit, and your guts, this person is not for you. This person is not, this energy, this place is not for you, right? Don't allow outside energies to gaslight you into thinking or feeling like what you know intuitively is not what it is. Because it is. Trust yourself first and foremost, right? Stay strong and tapped into your discernment to know and trust if someone or something is for you or not for you. Okay? Because naturally, and I cannot stress that enough, like it is a natural urge, it is a natural pull, it's a natural magnetism, like actual magnets, like how in magnets they're attracted to the opposite, right? The positive and the negative ions are attracted to each other, and that's what pulls them together. Same shit. And it's not even on some like opposites attract, like no. The opposition is going to attract to your light. That's what that means. Like, it's not like because this opposing energy is attracted to you, you have to automatically be attracted to it. And you just might be or have been, right? Recognizing that those opposing energies are mirroring you in some way. So those opposing energies could absolutely be things or people or energies that are on the same vibration that you used to be in, or on the same vibration of your shadow energies, of your traumas, of your triggers. And so those opposing energies are attracted to your light. But if you're not careful, it's easy to allow the shadow aspects of yourself to trauma bond with those opposing forces, which is why it is so, like, I cannot stress enough how strong your discernment has to be when you decide to like fully live in and stand in your truth and your authenticity and your light, and you allow that light to be a pillar into the world, which is what we're supposed to do. Right? That's what life is about, elevating into your highest, greatest self and really allowing that to radiate into the world so that you can inspire other people to do that same thing, right? However, there's always going to be some shadow energy that ain't trying to be inspired, just want to be near the flame because it's so shiny and so bright. Little do they know that that's how your ass get burnt up. Singed to the gods, okay? Right. This isn't even going to be a long message because that's really the whole message. Spirit put it, just dropped it in my head and was like, all right, moth to the flame. And recognizing that you naturally attract those things. So remaining equipped emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically, with the protection, right, with the discernment, with the intuition, with the inner knowing, to know when something is for you, when something is not, when someone is for you or when someone is not, right? Because naturally you're going to pull in both sides. All parties are going to be into what you into, right? So it's important to recognize and discern where to put your energy, where to put your time, your magic, your power, your potent self. Okay, every part about you is just potent and radiant. If you're here with me right now, okay, you are a radiant light in this world, okay? Or period. That's what that is. If you don't feel like it, know that you're stepping into it and your light is brighter than you can see. My nose just started running. I'm about to start channeling y'all, so vibe with me. But that brings me to another message that was like, when you are the flame, you don't know how big your flame is. You don't know how bright you're glowing, right? Because it is natural for you to glow. It is natural for you to be bright. It's natural for you to bring light. So like when you are the flame, when you are the light, like you don't know how big you are, right? How bright you are. You can't always tell. Some people do, you feel me? But like, you cannot always tell, especially if you were moving through life and your light was not nurtured, right? If that fuel, if that passion, if that fire within you was not ignited, poured into by those around you, by those you were growing up with, by those who were supposed to pour that nurturing, loving energy into you. If you didn't get that, then it's even harder for you to recognize and to see the light it is that you actually stand in, and the light it is that you actually show up and into this world, right? Like, you over here thinking you're just like a single flame to a candle, when in reality you are a literal pillar of light that can be seen from the heavens and the earth, from below and above, right? And with that being said, you are a pillar. Like, if your light body is a pillar that can be seen from all angles, all dimensions, right? You're reaching corners and depths that you don't even know consciously possible, because you still out here thinking you are a single flame. 11:11 on my timer as I'm saying this. Of course, there are going to be energies that are attracted to you, especially, like I said, from the belows and the aboves. So those belows are going to come to you. And if you're out here in the energy of thinking you are a singular flame and you're a whole damn pillar of light universally, of course they're going to be attracted to you. And they're either going to be attracted to you to try to snuff out the light it is that you carry, because you can't see it. You don't see it the way they see it. So they're going to try to snuff it out, or they're going to try to siphon it, right? Oh, well, she got enough and she ain't even using it all. He got enough and he ain't even using it all. Let me just get some. But the thing about that is, it's your light energy that you were born. It's your birthright to step in this energy, to stand in this truth, to stand in this authenticity. So when people try to come into you, into your energy, into your aura, and they try to siphon your energy, while it might work for a little bit of time, they're gonna combust because they didn't do the work to hold on to that light, to hold on to that flame. What happens when you touch a flame? You burn yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4 on my timer when I said this. Okay? So they're going to, in some way, shape, or form, no matter what the time frame is, they're going to burn themselves. They're going to combust energetically, because they cannot hold on to the power, the radiance that you show up in this world as, because it's not meant for them. Everybody has their own potential. Everybody has their own light body. Everybody is programmed with the ability to be their own pillar in this world. If you, 1313 on my timer, are sitting here doing the work, you put in the time, you put in the energy, you put in the effort to cement the creases and the cracks, right? Cement the hurts, heal the wounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, really do the work to get you right energetically, so that your light and your energy isn't pouring out from places it ain't got no business into places it ain't got no business. You've really done what you needed to do within yourself to be whole and complete, and allow your light to shine radiantly in the way it was designed to do. People are, don't let them try to take, don't let them do it to you. Don't let them do it to you. People gonna be trying to get you because they try to take the easy way out. They think, oh, I could just lean into this person's light a little bit. Maybe their light will rub off on me. Maybe I could just be that shadow in the corner that's like touching the light. No. 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 But know that there are going to be energies that are going to consistently try to do this, right? Whether it's like you're meeting the same energies in different bodies, or if it's just moths to the flame, like I said, different energies trying to see what they can get from you. And especially if you are not in full recognition of the light that you carry, of the pillar that you show up as in this world. Do not be out here acting like a single flame And you're a whole pillar, okay? Don't be doing it. Don't let them catch you slipping is what I heard. Because that's how people end up taking advantage of people. That's how you end up with the narcissist and the empath mirroring the empath energies. And this is coming from pure experience, okay? You get the narcissist mirroring the empath because the narcissist recognizes you as a pillar internally. They're never going to acknowledge you as a pillar because they don't want you to recognize a pillar, because you out here acting like you a single light bulb or a single candle, one flickering flame. You out here a whole forest fire, a force to be reckoned with. But you're not standing in that energy. So the narcissist to the empath is going to come and gain what they can from you, right? We're not having that anymore, okay? We're closing the cycle, closing the door, closing the chapter, closing the whole fucking book on that one, okay? We are stepping into our power, our potential, and our light wholeheartedly, abundantly, unapologetically, right? Recognizing and acknowledging the full universal pillar of light you show up in and in this world as. So that nobody can try to be like, well, they're a whole pillar, but they're only using this much of their light. They only got that one light bulb on. They're a whole pillar, so they don't need all that energy. I could come take some. Nah. Stand in how powerful you are. Stand in how authentic you are. Stand in your whole light, body, and being unapologetically, so that the energies, the little mobs, okay, the opposing energies that are called to your flame, as soon as they see you, they know, that ain't the one of you, that ain't the one to even mess with. They're standing fully and authentically in their light. Ain't no room for me over there. Couldn't even be a shadow if you wanted to, because your light is expanding in every corner, in every depth, in every dimension, like I said in the beginning. You're illuminating all of the shadows, right? You're breaking all of the illusions, right? You're revealing all of the truths. Your energy is doing this in the rooms, in the spaces, in the relationships that you show up in as. So Spirit is saying, don't allow these moths to try. Come get a piece of your flame because you're not using it all. Wow. This is not what I expected this message to be. And it's so crazy because like I keep leaning into the cameras. I feel like where I have to whisper. I feel like this is me and you right now. And this is just like, keep this shit on the low. I feel like I have to be discreet. Like, this is some information that's only for me and you. And if you're here and we're vibing right now, like this video, let me know that you're vibing with me, that you're vibing with this message. That really is the whole message. Thank you for tuning in and tapping in with me. I did not expect this message to go where it went, okay? But beautiful. I love the way that that unfolded, okay? You are more than a flame. You are more than a light bulb. You are an entire light being having a human experience, okay? And do not allow these energies, these people, these entities, dark forces, negative energy, whatever it is, to try to penetrate your light, to siphon your light. Recognize the power you hold, the power you stand in, and step up in it wholeheartedly so that the energies around you don't have room to hide in it, don't have room to steal from it. Because you ain't got no extra, this is for you, this is your light. They got their own. They could have their own and they don't. That's for somebody. But like I said, thank you so much for tuning in and tapping in with me. If you like this video, share it with somebody you love. And until next time, stay divine. Peace.